One of the things that we're very excited about developing for this third edition is some work with technology. I mean, we know that the kids that are in the classroom today have experienced the world through technology. And that does not mean that we don't want to introduce them to the pleasures of reading text, print text. But there are a couple of different things that are happening that'll be part of the teacher's resources, really. Mm-hmm. And the one is the use of podcasts. Mm-hmm. I keep saying, but aren't podcasts radio? Well, they are, but at any time. And there's so many different kinds of podcasts. And one thing Megan's doing is developing templates so that teachers can choose their own podcasts, whatever it is they would like to use. We just did an APS. I did an APSI a week or so ago, and Megan Skyped in to talk about podcasts. And then teachers start talking about all the different podcasts they're already using. Right. But the point that Megan was making, and I really like this, is that you approach the podcast the same way you approach any other source.
Right. It's another text.
Who's doing it? Mm-hmm. It's a text, so you have to read it rhetorically. Mm-hmm. You know, who's the voice? You know, what's the rhetorical situation? Who paid for it? Mm-hmm. You know, is it NPR? Is it, you know, is it? And then there are so many different kinds. Right. But the template really allows even a teacher who's not accustomed to doing podcasts to enter in, to try that. Mm-hmm. And again, some of the teachers said, "Oh yeah, I've been using this," and some of them using Vocaroo were telling me that they had their students do this as well. Mm-hmm. Similarly, we're going to have a documentary suggestion for each of the chapters. Mm-hmm. And so that also we're developing templates for that. Mm-hmm. So the teacher can use that. Mm-hmm. And this is just in general for the third edition, but we hope for all of them. That we know the teachers are preparing kids for the exam, but there's a larger horizon here. And that is the engagement in civic discourse, in critical literacy, whatever you want to say about it. Mm-hmm. And in the lit course description, the emphasis is on depth, not breadth. Here, I think the same is true. You were talking about which chapter to use. We know people, rarely can anybody get through the entire book and all the text. No. And perhaps only if there's
Don't feel obligated to do that.
Right. Only if there's a great deal of student choice. So when we were working with the APSI last week, I kept saying, what's your anchor text for your unit? It could be Martin Luther King from our book, but it could be Hillbillyology because it's on the bestseller list right now. And then, or maybe it could be Fed Up, the documentary film, or the new Al Gore An Inconvenient Sequel. So we talk about that, and that also means that as teachers become more confident, more experienced, and know the exam better and better, they're going to build their own units. And yet, the language of composition provides all the instructional support and so many choices and so many well-curated units, themes, and possibilities for students. So we hope you enjoy it.